And then they were always running after her, and she was going crazy, and she was shouting, and it was making so much noise, and then upstairs and downstairs, and my God, and they went and they took her things and they hid it, or they would take her clothes and put them on, and my God, they were crazy, and it never stopped, At Christmas time, the same thing would happen. We would, we had to go to Christmas Mass because that's what the thing we did. And then you get dressed up, and then it's time to get into the car. And then it was always the same thing, like who's going to sit in front and who's going to sit in the back, and always a fight. And that come because before, we used to go on vacation in the summer, and then they used to smoke, and then the whole car, like, it stinks, and then also you're tired and the moving, while some of them, like, starts to get sick. My God. And then they were, with all that happening, like the one who's closest to the window, like, because then he can have, like, can have some fresh air. Anyway, so we would go to Christmas Mass, and then you get off the car, and then there was the snow and playing in the snow, and finally you'd get to the bench, and then all around you would be all these people, and all finely dressed, and the man with the hat and the woman with the hat, but the men take their hat off because you do that, and the women, they keep it on because, like, they look nice, Anyway, so she would turn to us because they were making noise all the time, and they would shh, shut up. But there was really nothing to do because they were just totally crazy. God. And then there was like the New Year, because we're from the country, and in the country when it's New Year, then you rent a very big hall, and everybody gets there, and then you drink and you dance and you smoke and you play music and you sing, and it didn't stop. And then they always arrange themselves that they have like a box of little presents or something wrapped up, and always little things. And to get that, then there was all kind of games, and one of them was like you had like a broom, and you put it against the ceiling, and then there was something on top of it, and then you had to turn without the thing falling down, and really one of these stupid things. And there was also the time when they brought a pony in the kitchen, and then they put her on the pony, and she started to cry, and they were all laughing, and it's kind of thing like happened then. And then there was also when he was walking outside, and then he fell in the cow shit, and she was so angry. My God. But what do you expect? I mean, it's cow country. It's full of cow shit. I guess later that's why there was a divorce, because you have things like that, and but then there was the right thing to do, so they took all of us and then they bring us to the shrink, because that's good, you read Dr. Spock and all these things, and you do that. And I remember like we were all sitting there on the couch, one beside each other, and I think we had to say something, but I didn't say much, because I didn't speak much then, in those days. Anyway, like, then you have to have pets, because, that's the thing to do. And we had like 4 pets, we had 4 cats. And 3 of them, like 2 of them run away, and one got squashed somewhere. Anyway, and the 4th one, we became allergic, so we had to get rid of it. So, but you still needed to have a pet, so then she decided that we then will have fish. But a fish is not really really nice, big, exciting toy, you know. They always run in the staircase, you know, like meow, meow, and then when they were bored about that, then they would throw things down the staircase. And the other thing is like they would bang doors, like bang, and you know, like, oh, it was so noisy, it was incredible. And she was going crazy, and anyway, and that really never stopped, even when we got to the supper time, because, well, then it's the time when we all get together, and we had a very nice round table, and then with the bank behind it, and it was a bit of the form, and then it was always like, who's going to sit in the middle and on the edge and things like that, and, you know, like, to be careful, like, you separate them, because if not, they're going to have a fight or something like that. So she found the ideal solution is that while we eat, then we watch TV, so then everybody keeps quiet. I remember, like, on Monday night, like at 6 o'clock, it was Uncle Bill, and the other night was like Bewitched or My Mother the Car, all these kind of stupid things. There was no talk, and later, like when it was the birthdays and things like that, we tried to talk then, and she would come, and as soon as like something would get a bit confrontated or something, like, you know, change the subject very fast, so that, yeah, then there's never really much talk going on. They had this beautiful relationship because, like, he would hit him and he would get hit by him. So, like, these two were always like perfect balance, like a good unit. And, well, when they get bored about that, then they would go and hit her. And then it's all start again, the running and the shouting. And then when they got bored of doing that to her, then they would come to me, so like, and then, but I didn't want that, you know. So what I did is one time I took a knife and I threw it at them, but you know, it was just a butter knife, and I threw it in front, you know, just to scare them. And then I took a chair and I threw that at them, and you know, they got the message, and then they left me alone. That was really, it was a good trick. And then they were playing together, and they saw this thing on TV about a man who pulls another one through his legs. And so they decide, yeah, we can do that also. So they do that. They go in the kitchen, and then bang, crack, and then he breaks his collarbone. And then she came along because of all the noise and the crying. And then, oh boy, was she ever angry.